Hey everybody, it's me, Calvin, your favorite CEO, favorite Simplero CEO. We've just been working on some of the onboarding stuff for Simplero. So like, what is that experience that keep people get right when they sign up for a new Simplero account? And what I was thinking was what we're working on is basically like a choose your adventure style thing. So I figured that I'd share with you guys a little bit like what our thinking is on how you have a very, very successful online business. And the trick is this. The trick is that you first build your audience, which means you gather emails from people that want to hear from you. And then you ask them what they want, and then you sell it to them. It's really that simple. You build an audience, and then you ask them what they want, and then you sell it to them. Right. So let's talk about building an audience first. Building an audience is all about connecting with people. So figuring out like earning their trust and earning their attention, right? So, and how do you do that? Well, you do that by fundamentally coming from a place of service. So you're serving people, genuinely wanting to serve people and make their lives better. You need to know them and understand them and figure out where they're at, and then offer something that really makes their lives better. And if you do that over and over again, you're going to build your audience. Now, my favorite way to build an audience and list has always been, affiliates. Like find people who already connect with these people and get them to talk about you or send out some of your stuff. That's by far the easiest, fastest way to get out there. There's other strategies too, paid advertising, speaking, SEO. There's all kinds of strategies, but my favorite has always been to just, hey to everybody who's joining, by the way, has always been to find someone who already have these people and then get them to tell their list about you, basically. So now you need to cultivate those relationships. Now the second piece is selling to them. So starting entrepreneurs, especially very well-meaning business people, make two common mistakes. Number one is they try to sell people what they need instead of what they want, right? So you may know that what they really need is to eat healthy and work out and whatnot. What they want is to be able to eat Doritos all day and not be fat or whatever. Like that's just a crazy example. But if you want to have success in the marketplace and actually do stuff for people, actually help them, you need to figure out what they want and then sell them that. And once you've sold them that, you can actually give them also what they need. You can try to convince them that, you know what, you really need, if you want to achieve your goals, like here's a shortcut that's going to get you part of the way, but if you really want it, you're going to have to do this, right? So you can sell them what they want, and then you can give them what they need. But you can't sell what they need if they don't want it, okay? So that's number one mistake that a lot of people do. Number two mistake that a lot of people in this business do is that they create the course before they've sold it. So they sit down, they record and like put all this content together and have this massive thing. And now they're like, oh, how do I go actually sell this thing? I don't know. I got to figure that out. Right. And that's really tough. Because you might not have it exactly right. Like all of the stuff is all about how you angle it, how you present it. Like all the little details are what really makes it, because the information is kind of out there. If people want it, they'll find it on Google or in a book or whatever. Like information is not hard to get at these days. What they want is a guide that can guide them in something very, very specific. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're addressing exactly your audience. So you ask them what they want, and we have a specific process for that. That basically, like, I can share what it is now, but basically you send 3 emails. One is like, what is your biggest frustration with like whatever your expertise is, and just hit reply, and then you engage with people. You see those replies. And then you ask and send another one that you say, like, if you could wave a magic wand and have like anything you want in this area, like what would that be? So now you get at what is their desire. Same thing, just hit reply, you read it, you actually engage with people. And then the third is then you come up with some ideas for products. So like actual product titles, product names, and then you ask them like, which of these 4 would you buy if it was available today? And that tells you might want to include a price point as well in that one. So that tells you basically which product they're going to buy. And then you still don't make the product. Then you write the sales copy for the product and now you sell it. So you go and you market this product as heavily as you possibly can. In a you got their permission. You're being a nice person, obviously, but you sell it and you let people know, hey, great, this is available now. Buy it now. You still haven't made it. Right? And now, if it sells, which we assume it did because they told you that this is what they wanted, right? And you use everything you learned about their frustrations and their desires to write your sales copy. Now you've sold it, and now you can start making the product. And the way that you make the product is really simple. You figure out what the modules are going to be. You probably put those on your sales page already. And then you ask them module 1, like, all right, on this topic, what are your top questions, right? And so when you put together that module, you already know their top questions, and so you make sure that you address all of those. And then you say to people, all right, now it's ready. You send it out to people. And then like once they're done, you ask them, when they've gotten through that material, you ask them, so what questions remain? Like what questions do you have now? And then you take those and you address them in a live coaching call, for example, or you can just like record a new thing answering those questions. And then you post that. Boom, module 1 done. You repeat that for every single module down the line. So what that means is that when you go make the module, you have fresh questions from the exact people that are your actual customers with their exact questions. So your content gets even better, way better than it would have been had you just sat there at home thinking it up, figuring out like what should I do? What should this module be about? What should I talk about, right? It's much, much better to have the actual questions of your actual customers with their actual problems in front of you when you do that, and then you catch up and answer whatever was left over. And you do that for every single module, and then at the end you can do like, all right, what else is left over? What didn't I answer? What else do you have? And then you can do like a bonus module where you address all of those. And boom, now you have an amazing product. And now you can go out and sell that again, right? But so mistake number 1 that starting entrepreneurs do is they try to sell people what they need instead of what they actually want. Don't do that. Only sell people what they want, okay? Ask them what they want and sell it to them. It's very simple. And number 2 is they make the actual product, the actual ebook, a course, or whatever it is, before they've sold it. Don't do that because you don't know if it's going to sell and you don't know the exact things that people really most want to get out of this until you've sold it, and you can ask those people. So if you avoid those 2 mistakes, you're going to be very, very, very good. So build your audience, and the best way to do that is to find someone else who already has that audience and get them to talk about you. Number 2, ask them what they want. Number 3, sell it to them. Number 4, make it, right? That's the process. That's the simple, easy way to have a very, very successful online business. It's fun. It's connecting. You're always engaging with people and getting real life feedback. It's the best way that you can do it. Enjoy that, guys. Any questions before we jump off? Let me know if you have any questions. Going once, going twice, going thrice. I don't know. I'll have a sip of water here. Cheers, guys. Well, thank you for watching, and have an amazing day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in New York City. I'm so grateful to be alive, and I hope you are too. I'm so grateful that you're here watching this with me. So thank you, and I shall see you. Bye.